What's up, dudes? This is my girl Haley. This is what we're gonna do today. Don't freak out. This is just a technique video on how to get you breaking the circle habit when you airbrush. Because when you do that, you cannot contour, highlight, blush, or do eyeshadow properly. Since we also are taking her into this kind of galactic look, we just went ahead and added a really fun stencil. So I'm going to show you guys how I created this entire look pretty quickly, getting you doing technique that is identical to how you put on foundation on your clients, because that is what's going to give you a successful airbrush. With circle technique, we would never get this smoothness in the pigment, and we're going to use pure color on the face so that you can challenge yourself to get smooth, ultimate blended results, which you can only see with pure color. You can't see it with foundation color, am I right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna get her to a beautiful natural look as well, but we're gonna relish in this for a minute. So let's show you how we did that.
Y'all asked for it. I'm getting it.
Get wild.
Get in it. Get in it.
All right, dudes, so first we are going to work with two guns. I'm gonna have two just set up and ready to go. You can get away with doing one gun, it's totally fine. You just need to clean the product out in between, but if you don't want to clean in between, then you got two. My compressor is just my, I'm all shwoom, knock my model out. This is my compressor. This is just like a mid-grade, my mid-size compressor that I use probably all the time.
Yeah.
It's my consistent go-to because it's gonna give me a high PSI. And so because I'm doing a full color on her, of a pure color, I want just a little bit higher pressure. We are going to use purple as our all-over foundation color. You're gonna wanna choose a color like purple, red, or blue. You just want a stronger color as your base. Then we're gonna go white to highlight, black to contour, and then we're gonna play and do some highlighting, shimmer highlighting, and maybe some blush as well. First, I'm gonna check the pressure on Haley, and I'm gonna test it on her neck area and have her tell me if it's no good or if it's good. And we're good. Okay, so we're gonna go purple first, all over the face for foundation. We're gonna test it first, make sure we're getting a good smooth spray pattern. If you're getting any speckles, you need to break down your gun, clean it, make sure everything's nice and smooth. You want it to come out nice and smooth, just like that. Perfect. So when we work on the face, I like to work on the outer orbital of the face, come down through the nose, and finish off above the lip and the chin. So this is just my method of how I like to do it, and this is how I like to teach people. And what we want to do is smooth strokes, just like a brush, just like a traditional foundation brush. So what we're going to do is start by the ear and base her whole face. Working like this allows me to see how smooth the product is going on and how much coverage. So it trains me as an airbrush artist how close I should be, how far away I should be, and it allows me to see just like I would with a traditional brush, up and down strokes, just like this. Now let's see what it looks like if we do circles. So we can already see the difference here and here. So we can see a huge difference between how smooth and laid out the product is here and how broken up and uneven it is here. Now when you're doing traditional foundation, this may not look like anything to you because you can't see it, but that's how it actually looks. And an HD camera is gonna pick that up before anything else. So we're gonna go ahead and finish this side of the face. We're gonna go ahead and get her to about a medium to full coverage. Right now she's at about a medium. So we're gonna do just a little bit more coverage on here so you can really see how the color's laying down on the skin and how we can build it to highlight, contour, and blush. If you look closely at my finger, when I am controlling my gun, I'm going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Wax on, wax off, wax on. Best reference I could give. So what I'm doing is I'm daggering each stroke. Now that's a technique you're going to have to practice, but what it will look like right here on her neck, when I get closer, there's no ball here and there's no ball here. The line tapers to a point. That's a dagger. You can practice that on paper. Really easy technique to practice and learn on paper. Once you get it, you got it. It'll never go away. It's like riding a bike. Now right here at the nose, what I like to have the client do is take a nice deep breath in, blow really slowly out of their nostrils, and then I can attack that area of the nose a little bit easier. You might have to do this in 1 or 2 breaths, so I'll have her do one more so I can get right in this area. Perfect. Just so we're not looking at like just a floating purple head, I'm just gonna bring the color down just a little bit. Because we did not conceal beforehand and we're not using a purple concealer, Haley's gonna have a little bit of lightness under her eye because we never wanna blow with the client looking up, and we never wanna blow product like that, ever. So we always will conceal first. In this case, I would probably go in with a shadow or a little bit of a cream product that matches this and go right up under the eye, but overall it looks pretty darn good. Now we're gonna go into white. I did white with a touch of purple, just one little drop of purple in there to make a beautiful lavender highlight. So you can go solid white. I put a touch of purple in there so it would just be a soft lavender in there, but I also want you to really see where I'm highlighting. I'm gonna turn the pressure down so it's a little softer for highlighting. And we're just going to highlight in most of the normal spots, here, eyebrow, above the lip, the chin, little on the jawline, and then we'll highlight a little on her neck just to bring it all together. So this time this shape is a dagger, but it's a crescent dagger. So it just looks like a C. And the trick is, again, to have a point, no blobs, no dots at the end. So again, practice on a tissue or on a piece of paper before you commit to the face. The only difference is I'm backing up further from her face so that my shape is a little bigger. We can also do dots. You'll see me do a lot of those. So it's not a moving dot, it's not a circle, because again, that looks like this. That looks uneven on the face. So now we'll take it along the chin, tip of the nose, tip of the lip, and the jawline. I give pauses in between so that the client can breathe. But we have to remember that they might not be used to it.
Exactly.
So giving a pause, go here, and I'm always angled down at the nose so the air is going against her air that's coming out like this. Never up like that.
Yeah.
So I have my contour color. Again, it's going to be a dagger, thick to thin. Do a little in here. She doesn't have a large head or a large forehead, so be mindful of that. Don't just put a contour on everyone to contour them. What we could do though is contour just a smudge right here on her sides to elongate her forehead. And of course in color you're really seeing it, but if it were in a natural bronze undertone for her skin tone, it would disappear. Contour, no circles, because circles won't cut this. Since we're going for more of a galactic kind of, I don't know, Guardians of the Galaxy inspired makeup, I'm just going to go ahead and start connecting my contour lines to make more vivid shapes. Since we're there now, we're playing with it, go ahead and turn it into a character. Rose golds. We just did the rose gold on there and did not get it on film. Sorry, we'll do it on the other side. How stupid gorgeous. Now I want to re-highlight everything.
Yeah, right?
This
With
rose
that.
gold. And again, the shape for a blush is going to be an egg shape. It's a larger dot that comes in and it slightly moves in the shape of an egg. I almost do an infinity sign. Since we are at a kind of pretty much completed look, we've done a full foundation with no streaking, no circles, no lines whatsoever. Then we went into highlighting, beautiful, looked nice and soft. We elevated it with a rose gold, added the rose gold throughout. We contoured with our crescent shapes. Everything is in dagger or dots. You can get those worksheets. I'll post them right here. And now that we've created a complete look, we have foundation, we have highlight, contour, blush, and a little eyeshadow. Let's just jazz her up a little.
Jazzy.
Ooh, jazzy. And let's do a fun stencil just to complete this look. So the trick with stencils is you have to put a foundation color down. So these lines that I love here, I want these to be rose gold. So I have to put rose gold first. And I'm doing a pretty good amount of it. Then I need it to be contoured. So to get the shape to look like rose gold, I then go in with a dark color, which is just her contour. I'm gonna find what point I want this. I love this little upside down crescent moon. And gently release. And she's a cool sci-fi chick. And so we can really see those shapes in that rose gold form on her forehead.